Okay, so I'm going to start with the one has been more voted. So does the grant cover overheads and salaries too? I think that maybe Rachel can answer. Yeah, overheads and salaries.
Yes, you'll find the details in the finance guidance of the percentages allowed. But yes, these will be covered.
Perfect. So the amounts that the maximum amount for that overhead and salaries are on the finance guide.
Yeah.
Can we work in multiple countries? Does the lead organization has to be in one of these countries? Do we need partnership in all project countries? I think that has been answered, but Nico, if you can just remember or review.
Yeah, so the question is, can we work in multiple countries? So if you can work in multiple countries, but you need to have the lead organization in one of those countries. And you need to, if you're working in multiple countries, you need to have partners based in those countries. So you can't, for example, be working in one country as a lead organization, but not partnering with anybody in the other country that you're working in.
Okay, thanks a lot. So next question is if a local organization can apply for community grant, but also be involved in a partnership. Oh, wait, this is moving. You're moving.
Yeah, sorry, I'm answering the ones that are.
No, it's okay. So yes, a local organization who apply for a community grant can also be a partner in the partnership grant. And about the restrictions of a number of applications, as we said, we just encourage people to submit the best application and just focus the efforts on one application. That's going to be much better. But yes, there is no limitation for the amount of applications you can submit. Okay. Is the matched funding mandatory?
No.
So no, match funding isn't mandatory. So if you don't have match funding, that's fine. You can apply without match funding. So I think just to be aware though, if you are looking to get match funding to increase the overall budget for your project, you have to let us know whether that's secure or whether or not you, if you don't have an agreement already in place, then you have to let us know in the form.
Okay, good. So I think that yeah, that was very specific questions. What happens if your organization is a new one and only has financial statement for 1 year? Is the organization still eligible?
We'll ask Rachel to answer that one. So
yeah, I'll need to check that. If someone wants to send that question into the help desk, and I will find out if they've only got 1 year of accounts, I'll find out if that's possible.
Okay, so I don't know if maybe Hannah is with us, or maybe she can, or just.
I believe it's a 2-year minimum for accounts, but we can double check that.
Yeah. So yeah, something that I have to say is like the run of applications is going to be open again at the end of the year and again the next year. So during the next 4 years, we are going to have an annual round of applications. So those organizations who cannot apply now because of the requirements of 2 years of in case that is like that, don't worry, because you will have the opportunity to apply during the next years.
Yeah.
Okay, I also read some questions about very small amount of grants. If it's possible to apply for not the 200, but maybe the 2,000.
Yeah, we don't have a minimum limit set.
Okay, good to know. Yeah, I think that the conversion of pounds and local dollars is something that maybe it's difficult for us to answer now. But we are going to share that kind of questions to the organization.
Yeah, we have Hannah from DAFRA on the line who might be able to feed into this question. But the conversion rate it's more about how much annual income your organization is used to handling. So it shouldn't have much of an impact. It's more about we're not able to provide funding that is way more than your organization has proven it's been able to handle on an annual basis, which is why we have that 50% limit set. So rather than it being a conversion from pounds, the main issue is that is how much money you're used to handling as an organization on an annual basis.
Yeah, that's correct. It's more around the proportion of funding. It's somewhat irrelevant in terms of the currency that it's in, but it's more to do with the scale and ensuring that you are not being granted a grant that is significantly more than your organization is used to dealing with.
Thanks, Hannah.
Okay. We already have answered we are not profit organization and income is different from funding grant. That's funding grants considered income. Yes.
Yes, it's considered income. So any money, even if it's coming from donors, is considered as part of your annual income. So you'll have to be able to show that through your accounts that you submit to show us that you have your annual income meets the requirements.
Yes, the most important thing is you have your financial report to share with us how has been your incomes. Again, there are a lot of questions related about if the partners can be in the non-eligible countries. And so let's repeat about that. So the lead of the grant should be on the eligible country, but it can have partners from different countries in the case of this community grant.
So yes, you can have partners from non-eligible countries, but you have to make sure that they're not in one of our restricted countries that are excluded for political reasons. So if you're not sure if this is the case, then please just get in touch with us and we'll be able to provide an answer through the help desk. But the first step is to check the list of eligible countries. But in the case of wanting to partner with an organization in the UK or the US, this would be possible. Like you can partner with international countries that are not eligible, but yeah, do check check with us first if you're not sure.
Yep.
So we're at 10:30 now, so we're probably going to have to wrap up here. But just to let you know, we'll provide a frequently asked questions handout shortly afterwards, so that we answer all of those questions that we already see in the chat. We'll try to get that back to you, and if there's anything that you want to ask us, again, please feel free to get in touch with our help desk, and you can write to us in the language that you're most comfortable with, and we'll be able to respond. We might use a bit of automatic translation, so bear with us if our answers aren't perfect, but we'll try to provide as much help as we can.